Okay, so I'm back with another video. I'm sorry, you guys, for my emotion earlier. Sometimes it's just, yeah, and I know I say a lot. Um, yeah, yeah, I've been listening to you guys, on YouTube. I've been listening to Loon, and like I've been trying to like kind of copy her because she's it just feels like she's a lot more confident than I am in making videos. But yeah, I am really sorry for that you guys had to see me like that, because life really gets me down sometimes, and I just can't help to be in my emotions when this kind of stuff happens, because I want to live a somewhat normal life, and it just seems like in this reality, like I don't really feel like I'm thriving or like living or anything. It doesn't really feel like I'm living my life, the life that I want. So that's why I really get emotional. But I'm feeling a lot better now. And me and my spouse, we're actually gonna go and do something. We're actually gonna go and do something tomorrow. Hang out at a park and stuff. Wash the dog and everything. So, but I want to state in this video though that these are the last few days. These are the last few days that I can smoke weed. So tonight and tomorrow they're gonna be the last days to where like I'm able to smoke any kind of like cannabis or weed. So I'm trying to make the last moments count, because weed really does help me with thinking straight, thinking normally, not taking everything so seriously, not taking life so seriously. It just really helps me cope with the downfalls, the struggles of everyday life and everything. So it really is helping me, just try and be more lighthearted. It really is helping me try to like feel more lighthearted. Because this freaking world, this freaking life can this freaking life can like really like just kick dirt in your face, spit in your face. This life can really bring you down. This life can really just make you feel more depressed, because if you're maybe somebody who has gone through a lot of struggles in life, gone through a lot of these like unfortunate circumstances in life, the weed can really help you just like not take life so seriously, because you're just trying, as a person, as a human, you're trying to like you're trying your damnness to like get where you freaking want to be, and You know, in this timeline, it almost feels like it's impossible to just live the life that you really want. You know, especially if you're a person who was born and you know, your immediate family is just all over the place. You don't really have any like connections. You know, you don't really have any like friends to really like help you out. You know, because maybe you're like a really quiet person like me. Maybe you're a really shy person like me, and you didn't really make a whole lot of connections. You know, so in a way that can like really detriment you. It's really more difficult for people who are you know, high functioning, and especially if you're quiet, you can't really make a whole lot of connections to really help you through this life. And maybe you don't really have a whole lot of family that lives near you. You don't really have any cousins that live near you. You know, all of your immediate family is like, you know, spread out, they're distant. You know, there may be like 5, 7, 10 miles, 10 states away even. So you don't really have a whole lot of like immediate connections to really like look back on, to really talk to about like how, you know, about like how you're struggling, how you're trying to just make it, because you know, they live like 5 states away, and you know, you may only have like your parents or siblings who live only a town away, so it's not really enough to you know, it's not really enough, you know, for you to try and feel optimistic about, you know, if life took a turn for you the wrong way, say you're going through a lot, you're struggling, you don't really have a whole lot of family around you, so of course it's going to be more difficult to really function, because I live near like a few small towns, and it's just like, you know, I've made connections, but like, you know, all of these people you've made connections with, they're all living their own lives, and you know, they're not really saying hi to you, they're not checking up on you, you know, saying like, oh, are you okay, you know. So, you know, being a person like you know, being a person who's just distant, and it's not your fault that you want to feel distant, because the world has changed. You know, the world has changed for the worse, and like, it's really hard to even trust anybody now. It's hard to make further connections with people who you barely even know. So you're trying to make connections with complete, total strangers, and, you know, unfortunately, this is not really helping you in the long run, because, you know, you don't have enough family members, like, supporting you, you know. You don't have enough friends supporting you, like, they're just away, and it just seems like they've all forgotten about you and all that crap. So, for somebody who is, say, shy, quiet, you know, maybe a little bit autistic, it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be harder for you. It's gonna be very hard for you if you're not a normie. You know, if you're just somebody who feels like they're outcasted, they don't really talk with friends anymore like that. They only have like a little bit of family around them, so it's going to be more difficult for people like us. Yeah, it's that's just how it is. It's just how it is for certain people. You know, there's winners and losers, and usually the winners, the people who are the winners are usually the people who are more social, who like to talk a lot, who have no problem like talking with complete strangers, and they completely feel like at home. These people who are at the top, they completely feel at home with talking to complete strangers. They like to fucking talk, So it's harder for us introverts who really just take a step back and like just really observe the situation and just try and observe like who that person really is, And it's just like, you try to, it's like, you try as a neurodivergent, it's just like you try to open up, but when you do, it's like people just look at you funny. So yeah, it's gonna be harder for certain people to really try and like cope, cope with anything, cope with loneliness, because they didn't make the right connections, or they just made like very few connections to where like it doesn't really even matter, because all of that shit's just not helping you in the long run. It's like you just gotta fend for yourself because you're a certain way, and for these extrovert people though, it's not a problem. It's not a problem because they just like to flap their gums. So they like to talk nonstop. So of course they're gonna of course they're just gonna get everything they want, because they're blue-pilled. They're just trying to like make friends and kiss ass to anybody who they freaking come in contact with, because they're trying to make connections. They're trying to just upgrade their quality of life just by being talkative. But for introvert people like me and others, like we can't fucking do that. We can't fucking do that because at first glance we're taking in information about that specific individual. We're not just going up to them and just like freaking talking. We're not just going up to them and just freaking like talking about like anything like up to their face. Like we're actually like stepping back and analyzing like, okay, who's this person? What's this person really like? Are they a good person? Are they a bad person? And people just, I don't know, just, some of these people who just want to talk in your face all day long, they don't care. They're willing to get sabotaged if they're talking to that person and that person ends up like, like just ruining them or just backstabbing them or whatever. These people will talk to anybody and they'll talk stupid to them too. So these people will talk stupid to anybody they come in contact with just to you know, just to get somewhere, you know. It's freaking crazy. And there, you know, there's people working outside my apartment. They're working on the roads. So yeah, I wanted to come to you guys with this video, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. So I don't want you guys to worry about me. It's just, you know, sometimes I just get really disgruntled. I get really, put down about the situation. You know, if it didn't work out or anything, like I really just get, you know, disgruntled about it. But I'm alright though. I'm alright. And then tomorrow, like, you know, I'll have a good day. Tomorrow I'll have a good day. 'Cause, like, you know, like, I'll be out in nature. I'll be out in nature, like, you know, walking, getting some exercise, and, you know, feeling good and all that. You know, trying to feel free from the apartment and everything. So we're actually gonna go to a park, and I wish there were ducks. There aren't many. I don't see any ducks around my town, but I freaking want to see. I want to see ducks so bad. I love ducks. I love ducks and hummingbirds. And any natural wild animal like a deer, or you know, anything like that. I just love being around the trees and like open land and everything. Like, I just wish that I was around that more often. So yeah. Thanks for listening, you guys, and I'll speak to you in the next one here pretty soon. Alright. Have a good night. Alright. Bye.